Hey there. We're back with another midnight review. Okay, so today I have my friend Maureen. You might have Maureen and I have done a podcast before, I believe. But also, okay, I just have to say, I used the mic that I'm currently talking into on our Zoom, and I don't know why it sounds so weird. I'm so sorry. Like, unfortunately, you're going to hear that again when I do the Mystic Pizza because we did the exact same thing. And I'm pretty sure I used this mic when we recorded. Maureen sounds fine because she's just talking right into her laptop. I sound so compressed. Zoom did something to my sound, and that's really annoying. Knowing that that's what I sound like when I talk to people with this mic. But anyway, hope you enjoy. It's a little bit longer, but it's only because, one, we talk a lot about CDs, because we got CD players and you'll hear all about it. And we really, really, really liked this show. Like, it's such a good show. Dakar 2000 is still playing. We saw this a few weeks ago and I just haven't edited it, but this is our review. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so this is Maureen.
Hey.
And so we just saw Dakar 2000 and it is at the Manhattan Theater Club, New York City stage 1. And it's like it's such a nice little that was like what, an hour and a half maybe.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
wanted it to be longer.
It,
I wanted more.
I thought that when on my walk home, I thought this had everything. It, it really just like gave you a nice little plate of like serious topic matter, like the world and how crazy it is. But it was like, here you go. And I was like, this is relatable and makes me think. And I like it.
She was a guest star on Glee.
What? As who?
It just says
I have to look it up.
she numerous reoccurring slash guest roles on Shameless, Get Shorty, Grey's Anatomy, Glee, and Modern Family. Anyway, the show was funny. It's a comedy. I mean,
Mhm.
it's I wouldn't even call it a drama, really.
It's well, it's
It
like a
has it
comedy.
has
Like it's yeah.
it has its moments, but it's more like laughter because of how real it is and
Hmm.
like the quippiness of it than it is dramatic. And it's
Hmm.
set right at Y2K when the world thought it would end,
We
which
knew we knew people that like my mom told me that years later. She was like, we knew people in our hometown that we were friends with that had like water and like they were preparing.
I wonder if I was like here enough.
I remember it
I mean,
turning
I was
2000.
a month old. So
I forgot. Yeah, I remember
2
that.
months old, I guess technically. There are a lot of twists and turns to the show. The
Yeah.
nice thing about this theater is that there is no bad seat.
It was a preview. They
It
warned us that we
was.
might see a script or ask line, and they did both. I'm obsessed.
They
I
did
love
both.
that.
And I think my favorite thing,
Flawlessly.
the line, I wasn't, no one was expecting her to call line. At least I wasn't because she was
Uh-uh.
so ready to continue. And then I think obviously you have to call line when you have to call line. But I think my favorite thing was like the last 4 or 5, well, at least the last like what, 8 pages were brand new because they were
Yes.
on book for it. He was on book for
I
the
didn't
last
even
four
realize that she was on
pages.
book. Didn't even know.
She wasn't on book. That's why she called line.
Okay.
He had his pages.
Mm.
And
Well, they slayed.
I I like I've seen people who still have their scripts in hand.
Yeah.
And the fact that I still was like
I was.
so into
Mhm.
it, and he definitely had the very end memorized, which is like fantastic that we
Yeah.
were to kind of bookend it with like him not having
Mhm.
script in hand. But like I feel like it's so
It was like a
that is so hard to
watching a master
do.
class. I was like, this. I
Yes.
had flashbacks to that class with Justin when he was like, you got to go out in the hall and memorize what you can and then like do it as much as you can. And I was like, oh, I'm feeling inspired by this work right now.
I mean, that's hard work to like keep a whole entire audience engaged while you're literally
Hmm.
reading the sides and like in your hand.
Yeah. And it was such a bookend with yeah, everything was so I was like, oh, well, now I want to know more. But of course,
I
there's no
don't
going
think
back.
I was expecting I don't want to give it away. I don't think I was expecting the first joke of the show to be
Mm-hmm.
what we were watching.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, there's no way this is still like it's gonna change, right?
I know. I it's not often that like I want to leave and be like, wait, let me Google this show and like because there's other like in the way that I want to Google this show. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
there's ways when you're like, oh, I want to look more into this, but like this one I'm like, I is this about to become my personality for like the next 24 hours, you know?
I want the script.
I do
I
too.
want the script. I want to read
So
it,
many monologues
and I want to
of,
steal
like
that first
mhm.
monologue. I know he's the one who has it, but it doesn't matter. It's such a
There were
good
a few.
monologue.
I was even thinking of like the one she gives in that, you know, not to give anything away.
At the very end.
No, no, no. Well, yes, but like
Oh, one on
even
the
just like
roof.
her first, yeah, on the roof, I was like, oh, this says so much. Oh my God. I can't talk about it on here because I don't want to spoil it. Oh, there's just so many little things that I just was like, it's just like keeps occurring. And I'm just like, ah,
No,
yeah,
I want the script.
yeah. We could have been sat behind the stage manager. She had it. You could have been peeking over her
I
shoulder.
know this was an invite, so we did not pay for our tickets.
Uh-huh.
However,
I would pay for a
I
ticket.
would pay to go
If
and see
someone
like
was
a
like, I'm gonna
finished
go see this. Yes.
to go see
We
the finished product. It's such a good show. Also, the marketing. I don't know what you can buy for the show yet. They probably don't have much yet because it's still in previews. As in, I think this is probably one of the first shows that
Mhm.
they had. We were gifted
Mhm.
the best influencer gift that I think I've ever gotten. We were
10 out of
gifted
10.
the Backstreet Boys Millennium CD, along with multiple stickers that say Dakar 2000, MTC. One of them says Y2K25,
Mhm.
along with an actual working CD player. If anyone remembers those things,
I'm a little sad it's not clear on the top because mine, I could see the CD spinning. But this is chic. This is, I think I'm going to cover this in stickers.
I think I am too. I won't lie, I did take the Dakar 2000 off,
That's okay. There's
but
plenty more.
there's multiple more.
I think I'm missing my, oh no, I found it. I was like, I'm missing my Y2K sticker. It's right here.
Thank you, Mandy and
Mm-hmm.
Manhattan Theater Club. We really enjoyed. Well,
Really enjoyed.
might be back, honestly. It was so good. Like I really quite enjoyed
Mm-hmm.
this show. And I will say, I actually, as much as I want there to be more of
Mm-hmm.
the story, I liked
Yes.
I liked how long it was. I think if it
Okay.
went on any longer, I would have been like, that was a little long. Like I think it ended
Yeah.
where you know what I mean? Because especially with like, not to give anything away, but like of what we know,
Mm-hmm.
we saw everything we knew.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what else. You know
I
what this
feel
would be good as though? You know what this would be so good as? A
like,
book.
uh-huh.
Like an actual little chapter book.
When you said that, it, you said we saw what we know. It made me
Mm-hmm.
think about the fact that like the human brain, when you are recalling a memory, you're remembering the last time you remembered it. So
Mm-hmm.
after you experience something, you're remembering a memory. Like it's not, it gets further and further from the truth, no matter how, because I feel like a lot of times like it can stay true.
But
So
things change
this,
a little bit, yeah.
so this being that,
A memory of a memory.
it's just kind of like
Of
that's what we know.
a memory of a 25-year memory,
Right. Like it's just
essentially.
something that it's like we're hearing, we've heard, he gives us the little facts and then we see that. And it's like because you don't remember everything in your day. And so of course he's not going to remember everything of that time 25 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also thought the set was very
I
smartly done.
love the set.
The set is a turntable, if anyone wants to know. and every scene that you see is set on the table, so you know what you're
Mhm.
gonna see, you know where you're gonna go. And I'm gonna be so completely honest, it's not they don't hide anything from you. Like,
No.
you know what's gonna happen probably before it happens if you are paying enough attention. Like,
Uh-huh.
I knew that she was joining him on that roof, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was pretty obvious. Like, it was very obvious what was going to happen.
Hmm.
And usually I don't love that, but I think it worked.
Yeah. You know what else I loved is they made that announcement like it's a preview. They might call line. It might, they might have
Mhm.
scripts in their hands. And there was a time when they were having such a good time on stage and they were just hee hee ha ha, charm, 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 just like both of them, not even necessarily to each other. And I thought to myself, are they on script or are they just kind of like, because it was
Mhm.
so natural.
That's why
That's
I
like
want
the
this
way this is
script. I
written.
want to know if it's written that way, or if
Yeah.
they were like, well, I kind of know where this is supposed to go.
Hmm.
What
Yeah.
I mean, what I assumed by the end when they were
Hmm.
both on script is the ending is what's changing the most,
Yeah.
clearly, because there's something very specific that they want to have at the end, a very specific feeling
Mhm.
when you leave.
Yeah.
So, like, that I get, but
Yeah. It's sort of like, I guess, when I remember reading After Ashley when I did that in college, and
mhm,
that's written in the way of it feels human and natural and
mhm.
so even when you just read it, it's like, oh, you're
That's
like
how
immediately in it.
Dear Evan Hansen's written.
Yeah, I
They
love.
have they've they he, the writer has, which I can't remember who it is at the moment, but they have written in all of the ums and the pauses and awkward
Yeah.
silent, like, it's written in, so it's very much,
And the way the sentences are just even structured, it's like
essentially
because people,
it's the way I write
yeah,
in texting.
because people don't speak like there were moments. That's what I really liked about this was like the moments that she was so calculated and direct with her words.
Mhm.
And then like when she'd switch, I was like, ooh,
You know what? And the other
not at
thing I
all.
loved, they set up at the very beginning, at the very literally the very beginning of the show, is
Mhm.
all of it and none of it could have been true.
Yes. Oh my God, that just came out of me. Like, yeah,
Like,
exactly that. You put the
everything we
word.
just saw, technically everything we just saw, he tells
Yeah.
you is fake.
He's like, is it true? I
No.
don't
No, remember?
know. Uh-huh.
Like, that's the joke. That's the first joke. He's literally like, it's not true. And that is what a lie is. And you're like, oh, well, that was you, well done.
There are
And then
so
you
many times that
and
I
then
was
you
like,
watch it
yes.
and you're like, wait. And then the rewrites that they had at the end,
Hmm.
he's sitting here recalling everything, and he's like, it was all up here and I'm the one in charge and it's still not happening the way I want it to. And my whole brain was like,
I
pause.
know.
What are we saying right now?
The
Like,
way that she did something and I went, oh my God, me. And then he did that and I was like, me. So relatable, but
I'm
also
like,
like liars. What?
is this 25-year-old's like fan fiction, or is
Hmm.
this like, what is this? You'll never know.
Because then he's 50 if it's modern day too. I thought that too. I was like, wait.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what
He's
does
like,
he
yeah.
say? He says, oh my god, I just had it and I forgot what part of the show I was referring to. It's gone.
In the beginning.
No, it was like towards the middle. So
Mm.
much happens. Oh, no, no, no. It was at the
No.
end, and he's talking about how it's the question he asks, and he's like, is this real life or is it a simulation?
Hmm.
And you're like, technically this play is a simulation
Yeah,
because
that's what I thought too.
it's not real. But also it could be, I guess, because he does start off the show say, or does he say it? Yeah, he starts off the show being like, some of this is true. Some of these people are real. Some of them aren't. So I'm like, is this a 25-year-old in 2025
Right. Or is he
telling
supposed to be 50?
something, or is he 50 and we like what?
Like, do we travel back in time? Yeah, that's what yeah, I don't know. And there's no plot, like setting. There's nothing in the playbill. There's nothing. I
No. All we know is that
you know what? I prefer it that
most
way.
of it is set December 28th through January 1st.
Mhm.
It ends
It
on
starts
the
at 6
1st.
a.m. on the 27th or something like that.
Yeah, I missed the first timestamp. They do have timestamps that they show on the screens in the back, which I really liked. Anyway, obviously everyone should go see the show. We've been talking about it for the last 15 minutes. It's about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit less. 2 actors. It's very easy to follow. It's very funny.
Almost better to go in blind.
It is.
Because then, yeah, I was like I was getting caught up in the lies. I was giggling in my seat. I was kicking my feet.
I mean, the interesting thing is like, I don't think there's enough for anyone to look anything up. Like like because it's so new.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if you've seen if there has been other productions of it, you might know some about it. And I don't even think we've necessarily given enough away for you to be like, yeah, I heard, you know. So obviously I'll go through and click things out that are too revealing, but definitely go see it.
Just play a Backstreet Boys song over that little.
Yeah.
You are.
Just play the CD scratch when your record starts.
I bet you're wondering how I got myself in this situation.
You know what's so interesting about this? I did.
It's gonna skip. If it doesn't have an anti-skip thing, you got to be careful.
So it does. It must, because I put the CD in, I was listening to it, and I started going like this, and it doesn't skip.
Oh my god.
So
better.
You know. All right. Well, go see Dakar 2000.
Yeah.
We really liked it. Obviously.
Let us know if you're going.
I know. Let us know. Find us on the Instagrams. Let us know what you think if you go and see it, if you buy a ticket, if you have questions. And we'll see if I'll see. I don't if Maureen goes with me. Well, I guess you will actually. The next midnight review will be Papermill Playhouse.
Yeah? Yes.
We're seeing Mystic Pizza together.
I'm so excited.
Next week. So yeah. We'll see you then.
See you then.
Well.
Oh my god, we're back again.
All right, that was the episode. Hope you enjoyed our review. So sorry we talked for a very long time, but we really, really liked the show. And you know what? I'm sorry if we gave a little bit more away than we probably should have. We didn't give everything away. Like there's truly a lot for you to see if you go and see the show. If you do go and see the show, let me know. It closes March 23rd. Get your tickets. Find me on Instagram at the Broadway Vlogs. I want to hear all of your thoughts. And this is the world premiere of this play, so go support new theater. And that's all. I'll see you in the next review.